And I sat in front of her and told her, I don't know what to do in life. So I saw some very beautiful scenes, like very big buildings, luxuriously decorated. I saw ships. I saw aeroplanes. I told her, this is what I saw. She said, go and do hotel management. They had said it's all mind over matter. If you don't mind, it does not matter. Now, whatever is there, मैं कल सुबह जाकर देखूंगा.
Okay.
So there's something called me time. In my me time, I will not think of my work.
सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग जो सेलिब्रिटी के साथ आपका इंटरेक्शन है, so any memorable moment है?
My best experience has been with Mr. Jackie Shroff. Students want को cell phone use करके answer दे सके. We are very interested in that. So I am Professor Wallhouse. Okay. If you have got the technology at your tips, use it.
You communicate with them, or you are the professor, doctor?
I have changed a lot over the years. I have changed a lot. I used to be a very strict professor when I started because I came from the industry and the department which I come from. There, if you don't keep discipline, things won't work properly. I know many things which they don't know. That's why I'm a teacher. But there are many things they know which I don't know. So they are my teachers. I teach one very odd topic, which is called alcohol. But look at the positive sides of it. It is the most easiest profession if you want to go to a foreign country. Hospitality people are the highest wanted people in the developed world. Many countries who are not calling people are calling today. Today, Luxembourg is calling people to work in the hotel industry.
एक होता है पैशन, एक होता है सर्वाइवल. वो बोलते हैं ना, वो चौकट पे खड़े हैं. इस तरफ पैशन है, इस तरफ सर्वाइवल. उन्होंने क्या चुनना चाहिए? नमस्ते दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का और एक अनदर सुपर्ब, शानदार, जानदार, हॉस्पिटैलिटी भरा एपिसोड जिसका नाम है द भोला भारतीय शो. मैं हूं आपका होस्ट और दोस्त सतीश सुंदरेशन. आज के हमारे मेहमान डेफिनेटली खास हैं, लेकिन उनका इंट्रोडक्शन करने से पहले बस एक बोलना चाहूँगा आपसे. लोगों से हमने कई बार सुना है कि हमेशा दो कश्तियों में पैर नहीं रखना चाहिए. मराठी में अगर यही अनुवाद करेंगे तो दोन बोटींवर पाय ठेवणेस, और अगर तमिल में अगर हमने जिनसे भी सुना है ரெண்டு காலால் ரெண்டு கப்பல் எப்பயுமே நடக்கக்கூடாது. भाषा या प्रांत भले कोई भी हो, लेकिन बोलने का सार और उद्देश्य यही है कि यू शुड नेवर सेल इन टू बोट्स. बस ये हमने आज तक सुना है, लेकिन बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो ना सिर्फ दो कश्तियों में सवार होते हैं, लेकिन अपनी मंजिल भी बहुत आसानी से पा लेते हैं. और वो मंजिल पाकर रुकते नहीं हैं, वो मंजिल पाकर आगे जाकर उन जैसे कई लोगों के लिए मार्गदर्शक बनते हैं. बस ऐसे ही एक मार्गदर्शक हमारे बीच में मौजूद हैं, डॉक्टर केतन चांदे. नमस्ते.
नमस्ते.
ये डॉक्टर से बात करने से पहले इनका एक शॉर्ट में इंट्रोडक्शन दे देता हूँ. ये ना सिर्फ हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री के दिग्गज है, ही इज़ ऑल्सो इक्वली अ प्रो, नॉट जस्ट अ प्रो मैक्स इन द फील्ड ऑफ टीचिंग एज वेल. सो वेलकम टू द शो भोला भारतीय सर.
नमस्ते.
सर, हमारे दर्शक तो उत्सुक है ही, साथ में मैं खुद उत्सुक हूँ. प्लीज़ आप अपने बारे में बताइए. आई मीन, आई नो यू, वॉट एवर लिटिल एंड मोर आई हैव रेड अबाउट यू, यू आर डेफिनेटली नथिंग लेस देन एन इंस्पिरेशन. आई वॉन्ट यू टू शेयर द सेम विद आवर व्यूअर्स.
Well, I did my schooling, and every time we come to 12th standard, there's a major problem which comes is, during our generation, we had a problem is, there were only 3 options. आप BCom करोगे, BSc करोगे, या BA करोगे. There's nothing else we knew. And I never wanted to fit in the 3. So I went to the counselor of my college, and I sat in front of her and told her, I don't know what to do in life. Because I said, accounts, economics मेरे को नहीं जमता है. आर्ट से तो मेरा कल्चर से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, मैं बोला. एंड साइंस तो आई सेड नो एसिड फिट्स मी. सो आई सेड व्हाट डू आई डू. सो शी जस्ट टोल्ड मी क्लोज योर आईज, थिंक व्हाट यू सी व्हाट यू सी. सो आई सॉ सम वेरी ब्यूटिफुल सीन्स, लाइक वेरी बिग बिल्डिंग्स, luxuriously decorated. I saw ships, I saw aeroplanes, and I told her, this is what I saw. She said, go and do hotel management. And this is how I ended up doing hotel management course, which was very different.
Great.
And people would not understand because everybody thinks that hotel management means you just become a cook. But it is much more beyond than becoming a cook. Now people are slowly understanding it, but still more so many people feel is only cooking
That
is...
education, being educated is very important in this particular aspect.
Right.
Correct. when you speak about hotel management, what's your academic background? Like आप साइंस में थे, कॉमर्स में थे, आर्ट्स में थे, 12th के बाद आपने किया है?
Yes, तो 12 मैंने कॉमर्स किया.
कॉमर्स से किया,
Yes.
तो कॉमर्स से आपने होटल मैनेजमेंट का कोर्स चूज करा.
Correct.
ओके, लाइक यू राइटली सेड दैट यू नो लॉट ऑफ पीपल, even though today the things are changing, but a lot of people, they still have to be educated कि hotel management just does not mean cooking. Okay, so ये आजकल का बोलते हैं ना, with the change of time and you know advent of social media and all that. But looking back, आपके जो parents हैं, when you spoke about them, okay, when you spoke to them about you wanting to make a career in hotel management, अब वो तो old है, तो old school of thought in terms of every parent of that generation, hotel management means cooking. Cooking means ladies, which is like you know their territory. So, did this come as a culture shock to your parents, especially to your mother? या फिर she was very open and very liberal. आपको जो करना है आप कर लो. We are with you.
They were very supportive. They never asked me a question, why you want to do this. You are interested, do it. And I had done my research well, and I found that this will be good for me, and that's how I went ahead and did it.
So this is the reason why I asked you is like you know a lot of kids and their parents जो ये episode देख रहे हैं, especially this is like you know more like a clue or rather a hack for all the kids who want to pursue a career in hotel management. अगर आपको लग रहा है that you are extremely passionate like how sir is, so do your research well. Like you know, don't try to fool your parents, but do your research well and convince them that there is a brilliant career ahead in hotel management as well. Thank you so much for that insight, sir. So, like you know, आजकल या फिर आपके ज़माने से होटल मैनेजमेंट हैज़ ऑलवेज बीन अ करियर जहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोग अभी आजकल लाइक यू नो बहुत सारे लोग अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं. इज इट बिकॉज उनका पैशन है या फिर इट्स द कॉल ऑफ बिग मनी?
We can't sum up this one question in just 2 or 3 points because there are many factors which are resolved,
Please.
which are attached to this. Like for example, there are people who have decided I want to become a chef because they see so much of culinary shows which are happening on the TV right now, and they decide I want to make this as my career. Somewhere there's a problem with hospitality courses is kuch nahi to hospitality. I mean, they apply for many other courses. But because the hospitality courses and the hotel management courses, the intake is just 50%. So they feel that this is one option, we can keep it open.
Okay.
And they'll end up into this course. So we come across many such students when I'm teaching that who have taken up hospitality because kuch nahi to hospitality. But there is one cadre of students who wants to do only hospitality because they have seen and liked this industry very much.
So, and when you speak about students, कुछ नहीं है तो हॉस्पिटैलिटी, आगे जाके उनका क्या होता है? नहीं, do they drop out or
they don't drop out? A dropout rate will be there, of course, in every course.
उनका पैशन नहीं है, कुछ नहीं हुआ तो वो एटीट्यूड से आएंगे तो फिर इट्स अ रॉन्ग थिंग.
Right, but usually many of them very smartly do this course because it's a very lovely course if you see, because it's not only theoretical, it's got a lot of practical component into it.
Okay.
Right? And they finish their degree. In degree, they really work very well to get a very high CGPA, and then they decide to go and do their MBA.
अच्छा, सो हॉस्पिटैलिटी कोर्स करने के बाद मतलब डिग्री करने के बाद MBA जब करते हैं तो यहाँ पर जैसा डिग्री होता है स्पेशलाइज्ड इन हॉस्पिटैलिटी, तो डू दे आर देयर कोर्सेज अवेलेबल फॉर hospitality as far as masters are concerned, MBA?
There are many courses available, and more so abroad. Most of the students wish to go abroad to do their masters in hospitality, but some of them change their career towards doing in HR or sales and marketing or retail marketing management or international business. So there are many openings they get after doing this degree.
So, like you know, the sky is the limit for.
Very much.
Great, sir. You have been in this hospitality industry for quite some time. So, like you know, looking back till today, ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट या कोई एपिसोड है जो which really shook you and shocked you?
There are many such incidents, but
We would love to hear.
Yeah, but definitely I'll tell you one very odd incident which happened was when we are doing the course of hospitality, we are sent to 5-star hotels. And when we enter, of course, because we have to wear a steward's dress and we have to serve the people. And it so happened that one of my friend who was from a very, very rich family. I also came from a very middle class family, and we both were doing service in the one of the 5-star hotel. I don't know to name it, but there. And there was one lady who was scolding her son that if you don't study, you will become like a waiter like him. And that incident shook him so much that he left the course.
योर फ्रेंड
Yes.
अच्छा ऐसे भी इम्पैक्ट हो जाता है
ऐसे भी impact होता है, but people don't understand that a waiter's job is not an easy job. Trust me. One day spend with me and I'll tell you it's not an easy job at all. You have to have a lot of memory. You have to have a lot of energy to work. It's a very artistic job, but people have never understood it.
और इररेस्पेक्टिव आपके बोलते हैं ना निजी जिंदगी में जो चल रहा है यू स्टिल हैव टू हैव अ स्माइल ऑन योर फेस
Very much, but I think this is applicable to majority of the service industries.
Great. So, what happened ultimately to the person who left in between? Like, did you try to convince him to come back? अरे इक्काद कोई ऐसा होता है और ऐसा कुछ इंसिडेंट आपके साथ हुआ? I'll tell you the reason why. We are not sounding too personal. जो भी स्टूडेंट्स जो अभी देख रहे हैं शायद उनके साथ भी हुआ रहेगा. They could be on the threshold of leaving जैसा आपके. But what is it that kept you going? Because that is something that people can take that as a cue and get them going in their career.
I was lucky enough to get some very good mentors, and one fellow had told me, which is a very common saying now. Nowadays we see it on WhatsApp. हमारे ज़माने में तो WhatsApp और social media था नहीं.
Correct.
But they had said it's all mind over matter. If you don't mind, it does not matter. And for me, I don't know why. I just felt like I am a people's person, and this industry is really good for me. And I stuck in the industry for a good 16 years. Then many times people ask me a question, why did you become a professor then? Mine was a planned move.
Okay.
Like I come from a very good school, Don Bosco High School, and we had a very, very good teacher. Her name was Miss Almeida. And the way she conducted the classes, she could make you understand things very easily. And she was always in the back of my mind that one day I want to go and stand in classroom and become an educator like her. And that is how I came into teaching. It was a very, very planned move. I decided once I leave Bombay and go to Navi Mumbai, I will work there for some time and then I'll get into teaching.
Damn good. So, coming back to your hospitality days, what is that one mantra जो आप देना चाहते हैं to all the students or who are studying hospitality or people are working in the hospitality industry, saying that not every day is a Sunday. हर कोई गेस्ट से आप ये उम्मीद नहीं कर सकते हो वाह वाह देंगे शाबाशी देंगे. There could be criticism. Okay. So what is it that how is it that they need to handle the situation?
I mean, there is no, we are now a totally service economy most of the time. You will see. And you will see every service industry. I mean, just look at the people who give you so many calls for a loan and the way you shout at that times.
Yeah.
But they have been trained, no? That you will be getting the shouting. So similarly, what happens is when we are teaching the students, we'll tell them, happens, the guest is angry because there are many, many factors concerned to it. You be cool, listen out to the guest, and most of the time the problem is solved there only. It's how you handle it. It's totally, and it comes with a lot of experience. Yeah.
Great. जैसे हर कोई जैसा what you rightly said कि this is not just restricted to hospitality industry. This also is the blanket all across. So, but as far as the hospitality industry is concerned, like I mentioned it before, हर कदम पे a person is expected to smile. वो smile के पीछे कितना emotional fatigue छुपा रहता है. Every person is a human being and the person must be carrying so many baggage of his personal problems या फिर उसका boss के साथ कुछ मच हुआ रहेगा या जो भी है for whatever reasons. But when he has to face a guest, so are there any emotional baggages that a person carries along with him? And if yes, then again, your mantra, how to deal with that? Keep your personal life. How do you do?
A very good question you asked me, but the thing is here, it's totally person-centric. Like, for example, I smile most of the time, but it's not a real smile. It's a plastic smile. I call it myself a plastic smile because I've fallen into that habit now.
Oh.
So anything is there, I know how to hold it back and still keep a very smiling face.
But again, ये भी बोलते ना तजुर्बे से ही आता है.
तजुर्बे से आता है.
ये जो आप आर्टिफिशियल स्माइल नहीं है, बट हम सही मायने में आपका स्माइल देखते हैं। ये जब भी आप प्रेशर से डील करते हो ऑन अ प्रोफेशनल लेवल, तो डज दैट also impact, or does that also have its impact on your personal relationship? Like, you know, a lot of people in the corporate, they tend to bring their work home.
Initially, it happens. Initially, it happens when you are a little raw, little new, especially when a student steps in as a first time as an employee. We cannot expect miracles from them,
Yeah.
right? So that is why you will see that the HR all over the world is working on ensuring a very good onboarding for the new employees and everything, so that they become comfortable before they start delivering, right? So everywhere it's becoming like that. But still, when you are raw, you are going to carry a lot of work home, and sometimes you're going to carry a lot of pressure of home to work. And it takes a little bit of a time how to cut yourself off. Like, for example, once I am out of my office nowadays, I'm totally cut off.
अच्छा.
Now, whatever is there, मैं कल सुबह जाकर देखूंगा.
Okay.
So there's something called me time. In my me time, I will not think of my work. So this balance comes again with experience.
So is the reverse also true? When you are at your home, no work, and when you are at your work, no home talks?
Yes, perfect. You should know where you are, be there.
So, like sir rightly said, it only comes with the passage of time and with experience. So, let me underline what he just mentioned. Don't expect overnight miracles. Hoga, one day you will succeed. आप इतने सालों से, अच्छा उसके पहले एक सवाल बहुत ज़रूरी है जो मेरे दिमाग में आया कि जब कोई भी स्टूडेंट होटल मैनेजमेंट का कोर्स करता है, फॉर अ पर्सन, अभी मैं वेजिटेरियन हूँ, हाउ डिफ़िकल्ट इट इज़ कोई वेजिटेरियन को होटल मैनेजमेंट का कोर्स करने के लिए, बिकॉज इज दैट पर्सन सब्जेक्टेड टू ईट नॉन वेज, बिकॉज आगे जाके उसको वही सर्व करना पड़ेगा, और आर देयर एनी bifurcations which happens in the college level itself?
Where I am right now, we have a lot of bifurcation, and now everywhere, all the colleges have understood that there are many vegetarian students who are going to come and be a part of this course.
अभी तो vegan भी आ गए हैं. हाँ.
There is no force to them. We do not force them to eat non-veg, cut non-veg. The only request we make to them is, if it's happening on the other table, I hope it won't disturb you.
Correct.
That is something you'll have to bear. Because we can't have specifically a vegetarian kitchen. But someday I'm very sure some colleges must be working on it, of making specifically a vegetarian kitchen. But as of now, I mean, we just tell them, is it okay if somebody on your other table is cooking? You don't have to cook, you don't have to eat, you don't have to touch it also. You work only with your vegetables. Happy with it. So we are doing that.
ग्रेट. तो कोई कॉलेजेस में ऐसा कॉलर का कलर से कुछ पता चलता है ना कि ये
हम लोग ने हमारी कॉलेज में सिस्टम रखा है दैट वी हैव केप्ट शेफ कोट्स विद रेड कॉलर्स, सो द स्टूडेंट्स हु विल बी रेडी टू कुक नॉन वेज एंड ईट नॉन वेज.
अच्छा, वो लाइक द यूनिवर्सल कलर, रेड मतलब नॉन वेज एंड
ग्रीन इज वेज,
तो वो कॉलर से पता चलता है.
यस.
ग्रेट. आपके इतने सालों के तजुर्बे में, ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव सर्व्ड द elitest of the elite as well as, like, you know, the common man, but सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग जो सेलिब्रिटी के साथ आपका इंटरेक्शन है, सो एनी मेमोरेबल मोमेंट, एनी इंसिडेंट दैट रिमेन्स फॉर एवर. इफ इट्स कॉन्ट्रोवर्शियल, सेलिब्रिटी का नाम नहीं ले, लेकिन हम सुनना चाहेंगे.
कंट्रोवर्शियल होता है तो उनका नाम मेरे को लेना भी नहीं है, बट येस, वी हैव सीन सम पीपल हु आर, now it is totally again, I mean, I don't know how to express myself, but it is totally upon a person's how he is. Like, for example, my best experience has been with Mr. Jackie Shroff.
Okay.
I mean, he would come into our restaurant and all the staff would be ready to serve him, because that man had a very different approach towards the staff. You talk about Ustaz Zakir Hussain, we just lost him last December, very bad, but I mean, I have had best of the time with him, who would actually come, put his hand on my shoulder and say, Ketan, take me to the table. So such lovely people are there. But always in every cadre, there will be some people who are not so good also. So it happens. So it's okay.
Every working professional, they have universally, they have कम से कम संडे या फिर इन सम केसेस सैटरडे संडे. बट इन योर इंडस्ट्री हॉस्पिटैलिटी वो दोनों दिन आपके एकदम टॉप मोस्ट प्रेशर में रहते हैं. सो हाउ डू यू कॉम्पनसेट फॉर दैट, लाइक does it require a huge amount of sacrifice on a personal level? आपका कुछ फैमिली का आउटिंग चलता रहेगा on a Saturday Sunday, like you must be wanting to go out of station, but you are always there onto your job. So have you compromised big time on that personal, or does hospitality industry requires a person to compromise big time, or it's again like you said, passage of time, once you become senior it will get nullified? How does it work?
Okay, we'll take two sides of this. One is the days when I was young, a manager, and I was a young employee. Uh, we have sacrificed a lot. That means we would work on a Saturday, Sunday. We would work on Diwali. We would work on Christmas. We would work on Holi.
Festivals,
Festivals also we would work. But now the industry is also becoming very understanding towards this. So there are, and especially after we had the multinational groups coming into India after globalization, we have seen that they have some good practices. Like many hotels have started giving 6 offs a week, 6 offs a month, sorry, and certain hotels have started giving 8 offs a month.
Okay.
Many hotels have started ensuring that every employee gets at least one Sunday with the family. So many good things are happening. So I think this problem should get solved now.
अपना देश बदल रहा है.
Yes.
अच्छा, आप इतने साल होटल इंडस्ट्री में you have become a name to reckon with. Suddenly, why this transition from hotel to the teaching line? Of course, both are noble professions, but was there any particular incident that prompted you to take up teaching? Yeah, फिर again, like you said, passion है, you wanted to become like someone, your teacher. So, what is the basic reason for you to get into the teaching industry?
I had planned it this way, that I will have 15, 16 years of work experience and then I'll go to teaching. So this was planned.
Okay.
Another thing is, my wife was setting up her practice. She's an optician, so we have an optical outlet. So I was thinking that I could help her in the evening. So morning I would be teaching, evening I can come and help her set up this. And of course, very nicely, 21 years I've rolled that business has started. Again, another thing is, I again wanted to do something. So right now I've started a cloud kitchen with 2 of my students who passed out in 2011.
Wow.
And they were very keen that, so the day we start, we want you with us. It goes without fail. And both of them are excellent chefs. And they said, business is the best thing to go further and we want you with us. So I said, okay, I'll help you the best I can.
भोला भारती टीम की तरफ से all the very best for your venture, Cloud Kitchen का.
Thank you so much.
And with the kind of conversation that we just had, I'm sure strategic management must be one of your core teaching strategy. So what are the subjects that you teach?
My major forte remains food and beverage service.
Okay.
But with that, I do teach strategic management.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, human resources, environmental studies, and I really enjoy it. And I still am a very big, I'm a very big fan of studies. I have not given up studies. The Indian government has started a very good site called Swayam NPTEL. So we go and do online, Swayam, SWAYM, Swayam NPTEL.
Okay.
You can do online courses over there. Many are there with just for the duration of 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16
और इसमें
weeks.
उम्र का कोई
बिल्कुल नहीं. When I go to write exam, मेरे को लगता था मैं सबसे बड़ी उम्र का मैं ही होऊंगा. But I was surprised to see a 71-year-old guy writing there.
इसके एग्जाम्स भी होते हैं.
इसके एग्जाम्स होते हैं. If you want a certificate, you have to
appear for
the proctored exam.
Brilliant. जब हम एक इंडस्ट्री में इतने साल गुजारते हैं और दूसरी इंडस्ट्री में जाते हैं तो पुराना इंडस्ट्री का प्रभाव बहुत गहरा रहता है अपने पे. सो आर देयर एनी ट्रेड्स या हैबिट्स that you had to unlearn from hospitality industry before entering teaching?
I did a very wise thing is, first and foremost, it fell into my lap luckily that somebody wanted a part-time faculty. So I said, let me try myself. If I can be a good teacher, then only I'll go to teaching, otherwise I'm good in the industry. So I started as a part-time faculty, just visiting faculty. Then I went to one teacher who trains teachers.
Achha.
Yeah. So I went and told her that what are the problems I'll encounter. So she trained me nearly for 3 months that, okay, this all will come in your life. How to begin a lesson, how to explain it, how to end the lecture, everything I learned.
Wow.
Then only I went inside to teaching full time.
That's awesome. Uh, uh, you, when you teach, of course, I mean, with the kind of knowledge you have real life insights. Like, rather than going by the textbook page number 44 का third paragraph देखो, बोलने के बदले आप बोलोगे पता है आज का टॉप न्यूज़ क्या है, उससे then you can correlate this particular chapter. So आपके हिसाब से स्टूडेंट्स को ज़्यादा अपील क्या करता है? लाइक आर स्टूडेंट्स गेटिंग इनटू मोर लाइक योर स्टाइल ऑफ टीचिंग, या फिर आज भी वो टेक्स्ट बुक वाला सिस्टम चल रहा है?
I wouldn't say textbook wala system chal raha hai. There's a difference, and once you start teaching, you are yourself exploring yourself more. For me, what happens is when I started teaching, मेरे सामने जो आके स्टूडेंट बैठता था वो उसका उम्र 18 होता था. आज भी मैं बड़ा हो गया हूँ, मगर मेरे सामने आके जो स्टूडेंट बैठता है वो 18 एज का है. वो नहीं चेंज होगा.
करेक्ट.
मेरे को उनकी तरह चेंज होना होगा. So I look at the new generation, and I'm very blessed where I'm teaching. There are very good smart electronic boards and everything. So rather than always giving them rote lectures just by standing in front of them and blabbering for a long time, making it very interesting for them by a group discussion or playing a Kahoot quiz with them is something all which we have innovated, and we are happy with it because students are responding well to it. Students want को cell phone use करके answer दे सके. We are very interested in that. So I am a professor who allows. Okay, if you've got the technology at your tips, use it.
Great. So when you deal with Gen Next kids, so आपके भाषा में भी तब्दीली आई है? You also become the yo generation when you communicate with them, or you are the professor, doctor?
I have changed a lot over the years. I have changed a lot. I used to be a very strict professor when I started because I came from the industry and the department which I come from. There, if you don't keep discipline, things won't work properly.
You come from a no-nonsense industry. Our classrooms are full of people who will challenge your principles. So, कैसा था? How did you deal with it? So you have mellowed down over the years.
I have mellowed down because I'm seeing that the generations are changing. They have certain expectations. I surely know one thing I've learned is I know many things which they don't know. That's why I'm a teacher. But there are many things they know which I don't know. So they are my teachers.
Wow. That's quite an insight. तो जब आप फर्स्ट टाइम टीचिंग करने, लाइक यू केम अप ऑन स्टेज इन अ क्लासरूम, सो बोलते ना ट्रेडिशनल टीचर स्टूडेंट रैगिंग हुआ था आपका? लाइक दे डू प्रैंक्स एंड ऑल. आजकल के बच्चे हैं ना, दे डू प्रैंक्स. लाइक भले वो टेक्नोलॉजिकल डिजिटल प्रैंक हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. सो हाउ वाज योर फर्स्ट डे?
My first day, there was no prank.
या मिसचीफ या व्हाटएवर?
No, there was no prank or mischief. Trust me. But I was surprised because I was given a 2-hour lecture and I finished it in 20 minutes. I never knew what it takes to prepare a lecture because I've never been there before. So I went and told that lady who was teaching me that this happened with me. I said in 20 minutes, she said, always stay a chapter ahead of the students. Next time, prepare for 3 hours and go if you're going to be there for 2 hours. So over the years, I started learning that how it works. So prank-wise, I have been very lucky as a professor that students have never tried to play a prank with me. Probably my approach is a little different one, and I'm blessed with it, luckily.
When a person like you, comes across in anybody's life, forget about the classroom. अगर हम ट्रेन में भी ट्रैवल करते हैं and you are just next to my fellow passenger, you are next, my fellow passenger is sitting next to me. I don't even know you. We strike a conversation. By the end of the journey, I may just talk about my personal problems. You are that kind of personality. So ये तो मैं बोलते ना एक चंद मिनटों की बात कर रही. You are there with the students for years. So do they come up to you with their problems? Sir, पता है ऐसा हुआ मेरे साथ. So आप बताओ ना क्या करना है मुझे.
There are such a student takes some time to keep faith in the teacher. Once they have faith, they come and open up, and they ask many a times personal problems also. And We follow doctrines like the doctors follow, that one patient's history should not be shared with anyone. So if a student has come up to me and talking to me and I'm helping him out, I will never go and tell anybody else that the student has got this problem. And this is a very necessary thing, that we should have faith in each other.
But confidentiality is,
Yes.
maybe that's the reason they come up to you. Correct. So any shocking confession that, of course, we don't want to name the school, we don't want to name the student also. I mean, we also follow the policy of confidentiality. But anything that really shook you, that shocked you?
Many things have shaken me, but one student I distinctly remember is at the age of 20, he was undergoing a very I mean, I was seeing his what to say, his scores falling down. So I was surely thinking that this guy either has lost interest in the hospitality course or he's facing some problem. So I just told him, I said, this is not the scores you were scoring till your semester 4 and semester 4 especially. I said, yeah, going down. So I said, I am just a little worried. Have you given up studies or you have changed your friend circle? He said, no, sir, can I come for a tea with you? So I said, okay, come. And then he told me, sir, I'm undergoing a lot of problem at home. I was thinking that I'll come and tell you. But today, because you stuck the conversation, I'm telling you, my parents are separating. And that shook me.
Oof. I can definitely understand what that guy must be passing through, and I'm sure he must have gone out of the room with a smile. चाय के साथ स्माइल तो guaranteed from Mr. Ketan. आप अपने lectures कैसे रखते हैं? Like, do you prefer audio visual or you just come and give a real life examples to drive home any point?
It's a mixture of everything. At times I keep a quiz in the starting and then take the topic. Sometimes I make them ponder over the topic. Like, for example, I teach one very odd topic, which is called alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll just ask them a question. What do you think will be in this bottle? I mean, what are the ingredients you think by which this beer is made? Because I'll teach them the manufacturing process, how it happens.
Correct.
So, till a person may be drinking, may not be drinking, I do not know. But still, I try to create a spark in their mind that they have to start searching for answers rather than me telling them. And this is how it works the best.
That engagement really works. कभी कोई ऐसा, I know it's a very simple question, but then it's a very practical question also. भले वो ऑफिस हो या क्लासरूम हो, लंच के बाद नींद आना इज अ कंपल्शन थंब रूल. कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि बच्चों का लंच के बाद आपका लेक्चर एंड दे आर लाइक, सर आज लेक्चर नहीं लेना, नींद आ रही है. सो व्हाट डू यू डू इन सच अ सिचुएशन?
I help them out. I do studies, but in the fun way. Rather than making it a lecture and a boring thing and putting them to sleep, I rather keep them awake. I will make teams and I'll tell one team, you find out 5 questions and shoot there. I'll be the scorekeeper. And I'm giving them, teaching them actually, but it's become a game now.
ग्रेट.
Yeah.
सर, हर इंडस्ट्री का एक शेडी एरिया होता है, एक ब्लाइंड स्पॉट, डार्क स्पॉट जिसे कहते हैं, जो शुरुआती तौर पर किसी को पता नहीं चलता. इट्स ओनली विद एक्सपीरियंस एंड टाइम अ पर्सन गेट्स टू नो. कोई भी इंडस्ट्री का डार्क स्पॉट कोई इतना जल्दी बोल नहीं देता. सो फ्रॉम द हॉस्पिटैलिटी पर्सपेक्टिव, आर देयर एनी डार्क स्पॉट्स दैट यू कैन टॉक अबाउट?
I mean, if there were some dark spots also, I wouldn't remember. I'll tell you very honestly why. Because I never become a part of it. I never felt that this is the gray area for which I should quit or anything of that sort. So I could not identify, to be very honest. So I wouldn't say there's any such area which is there over there. But every industry will have something which, it's totally a person's passion, how well you like that industry and how long you will continue over there. Our industry sees a lot of attrition rate. I'm very, very open about it. Because people, we are a 24/7, 365 running industry. We cannot help it. Somebody has to be there. Today, even if when you're sleeping very peacefully at home, is because somebody is at the border.
Correct.
Guarding your country. Somebody has to be there.
Very true.
So similarly, people cannot manage their work-life balance. So many a times they feel, what is this? And they want to quit over there. Plus, yes, there has been a question many a times about starting salary being very low, which is a fact. I still know that it's a fact. But then there are certain factors, again, you should know how to grow. I have got students who in the last 14, 15 years who have become food and beverage directors, general managers of hotel. All has happened for them in front of me. They have worked hard and they have reached there.
So, about say 5-6 years back, the whole, not just India, the whole world had come to a standstill because of the pandemic. COVID के बाद, did you personally see any change या फिर upgradation या फिर any kind of advancement as far as hospitality industry is concerned?
Number one, the hospitality industry actually should not have suffered so much because, of course, there was no tourism happening, so definitely hotels will
By
go
default,
empty.
तो
Plus, the COVID was such a pandemic, which is a rare something which could happen once in 100 years. After the Spanish flu, I think we saw this for the first time.
yeah.
So we are a very hygienic industry. We clean, our standards are very high. So for the hospitality industry to adopt to the new standards was very, very easy. It wouldn't have been very tough at all. Right? And we saw the use of more of mechanization. Some places are worried about robotics being introduced into the system. But yes, we did change a little bit. But there was a very big advantages. So we took a very quick turn and we started, because there was a lot of revenge buying which was happening, if you have noticed, after the pandemic. People just wanted to go out anywhere and stay somewhere. And even during the COVID, there were people who were going for a staycation. 5-star hotels रूम बहुत सस्ते में दे रही थी, तो लोग उसका एडवांटेज ले रहे थे. वैसे तो मैं 25-30 हज़ार भर के नहीं जाऊंगा, आज मेरे को 7-8 हज़ार में मिल रहा है, लेट मी गो एंड एंजॉय एंड कम, एंड दे यूज्ड टू गो एंड स्टे देयर.
Correct. This robotic thing I will eventually ask. वो एक very important question which is there on my list. But फिलहाल मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगा कि hotels, this is out of my personal experience that I'm telling. I want you to act as a not spokesperson, but yeah, spokesperson also, and also godfather at the same time. I won't name the hotel. Me and my family with another bunch of people we had gone. वहाँ पर आके ना ड्यूरिंग द चेकआउट उन लोग ने हमसे 5-star रेटिंग गूगल में भरवाया. सर डोंट यू फील ये हमारा राइट है टू गिव देम 1 star और 2 star? वो बोलते हैं सर अच्छा लगा ना सर, उसको क्लिक करो, उसको क्लिक करो. ये व्हेन आई डिस्कस दिस विथ माय फ्रेंड, they also experience this with a couple of other hotels. So don't you think it's a wrong practice that the hotels are?
I'll tell you what is the problem is. Like when I was in the industry, this system was not there.
That was organic word of mouth.
Right now, what you're saying is very true. But if somebody tells me, I will say, I'm not going to press 5. We should be vocal about it. If you have not liked the service, please press 4 or a 3. There's no need that always अच्छा लगा तो 5 तुम press करो. तो you also have the option. You can hold yourself back and say, no, I'll do it later and I'll give you a good rating, but I'll give it as per my.
Great. अब गूगल की बात करूं तो immediately the first thing that comes to my mind is technology, AI, automation and robotics. With the advancement of AI, बोलते ना ऐसा हर जगह पर रेंग नहीं रहा है, रेंग चुका है. In what way AI and robotics are affecting or impacting the hospitality industry?
I'll take you a little toward 1990s and then I'll answer this question, because when I was just passing out in 1989, I was shown one picture, ये कंप्यूटर होगा. मैं फर्स्ट टाइम कभी कंप्यूटर देखा तो मिस्टर मनीष गोयल के ऑफिस में.
अच्छा, मनीष गोयल happens to be the producer of the show, so हम सबके बॉस हो.
फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने उसके ऑफिस में एक रियल कंप्यूटर देखा, एंड दैट टाइम देयर वाज अ बिग हाइप गोइंग ऑन. अभी कंप्यूटर आएगा, अभी देखो जॉब्स कैसा जाने वाला है.
अच्छा हाँ करेक्ट, वो टाइम पे भी वो चल रहा था.
गए. Always whenever new technology comes in, some new doors open up. So I have never seen that technology will be so much of a threat, that at least not to our industry. वी आर अ वेरी वेरी अभी भी ह्यूमन सेंट्रिक इंडस्ट्री. अभी भी कितना भी मशीन भी, कितना भी रोबो कितना भी अच्छा खाना बना लेगा, एक शेफ बेस्ट ही बनाएगा. रोबो नहीं कर सकता उसको.
That human emotion cannot be duplicated.
यस.
Correct. ह्यूमन इमोशन के बारे में बात करेंगे तो लेकिन immediately I need to ask you this: what is it that the hospitality industry has taught you about human behavior?
It's so easy to read a human being like a book, because we, in a day, sometimes we meet 400 to 500 people in a day. One industry which we are blessed with, and you read people. I mean, you just come to know that. I mean, trust me, when I became a very young manager, I would go and tell my team, this man is going to create a problem. थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा ध्यान रखना. वो मेरे को पूछते थे, आप कैसे ये बता देते हो? और वही होता है. I said it comes by reading human beings. So over the years, going on meeting so many people, I mean, I've become a good judge, as per me, of human beings.
So very suddenly ना एक बात दिमाग में है, you know, एक ऐसा मिथ बोलो या जो भी बोलो, since you are from the F&B food and beverage industry, I believe you are the best person to break the bubble. बियर जो होता है ना, बियर का ऐसा माना जाता है कि आई एम श्योर मोस्ट ऑफ यू विल रिलेट टू दिस. सो बियर कैसे माना जाता है, द मोर यू स्टर, ओके, वो जब स्टरर को रख के स्पून करके ये करते हैं तो उसमें फ्रॉथ आता है, जो फेस होता है ना वो आता है. अगर वो आया तो बियर जो ओरिजिनल बियर बोलते हैं, अगर नहीं आया तो वो बोलते हैं ये डुप्लीकेट माल है करके. सो इसमें सच बात, योर स्माइल स्पीक्स अ लॉट, बट देन आई वांट यू टू स्पीक. इसमें कोई सच बात है या क्या है? व्हाट इज द लॉजिक, लाइक यू नो दैट द फ्रॉथ एंड ओरिजिनलिटी, इसका कोई कनेक्शन है क्या?
Froth and originality में यही connection है. It totally depends on the beer and the manufacturing process, right? So I mean, there are beers where you will see the froth standing for a long period of time. There are beers where the froth will go down very quickly, and many people feel कि ये duplicate है, ये original है. It's nothing of that sort. It's on the composition of the material which you're using. उसके ऊपर depend करता है froth का रहना. And if there is no froth in the beer, means it's gone flat. Either इसके storing में problem था या manufacturing defect था.
ओके, सो मतलब इसमें ओरिजिनलिटी क्वोशिएंट हैज गॉट नथिंग टू डू
With the froth, no.
ओके.
I have not come across, at least.
आप दोनों इंडस्ट्रीज, लाइक यू नो, भले वो टीचिंग हो या फिर हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री हो, यू हैव बीन ऑन टॉप ऑफ योर गेम. सो इज देयर एनी काइंड ऑफ लेगेसी दैट यू वांट टू गिव इट टू द जनरेशन फॉलोइंग योर फुटस्टेप्स?
Just be passionate about what you're doing. Everything will fall into place. Just don't do a job by just saying this is going to give me more money, but I don't like the job. Then I've seen many people do jobs which they don't like actually. Because the money is high there, they are doing it. But I would say, please be yourself and enjoy every day of your life. Because when you like the work you're doing, like for example, for me, teaching is like, I really love it so much that when I go to a classroom, it is never work for me. It is like a part and parcel of my life every day. Like it's a common thing for me. I mean, I sometimes go totally just with 2 slides and I can give them a 2-hour lecture. But I like it. That's why it's a very happening thing.
Yeah, I'm good. And your advice to the students who are like you know, students है, उनको ज़्यादा पता नहीं रहता है. एक होता है पैशन, एक होता है सर्वाइवल. वो बोलते ना, वो चौखट पे खड़े हैं, इस तरफ पैशन है, इस तरफ सर्वाइवल है. उन्होंने क्या चुनना चाहिए?
इनिशियली तो सर्वाइवल चुनना ही पड़ता है, बट उस सर्वाइवल के टाइम पर प्लीज आइडेंटिफाई योर पैशन. वी हैव कम अक्रॉस मेनी ग्रेट personalities who have studied something else. They are doing something else and they've been very successful in that. Like for example, once I was just looking at Mr. Shankar Mahadevan's interview, a great singer. He's a very good software engineer, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, he was getting a chance to go to America and he last minute said, I'm not going. His boss said, boss, nobody would miss this opportunity. He said, no, it's now or never. And he went to singing, and today he's such a fabulous singer.
America comes to him. Before we wrap up, I will not let you go uh, without you speaking a bit about द कंसेप्ट ऑफ क्लाउड किचन. मतलब अभी हर जगह पर जब भी कॉल करो एक कॉमनली यूज टर्म है क्लाउड किचन. ये सुनने में बड़ा फैंसी लगता है, अच्छा लगता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव बीन हियरिंग. बट फॉर द कॉमन मैन थ्रू दिस शो द बोला भारतीय, इफ एट ऑल यू कैन जस्ट बी काइंड इनफ to tell what exactly is the concept of the cloud kitchen and in what way वो हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री को अफेक्ट करता है, लाइक रादर साथ देता है वो.
I think it's a very, very good concept because over the years, people have been falling into the habit of ordering things home
ओके.
rather than going out. I mean, especially, I'm not saying that for entertainment purpose, but suppose, for example, you're sitting in your office and you are hard pressed with work and you don't want to step out, eat, and come back because you're going to waste 1 hour.
टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट.
That time, you will do one thing is you prefer, मैं स्विगी जोमेटो पे ऑर्डर कर दूं, मैं काम करता रहूंगा, मेरे को पता भी चलेगा कब आएगा, और मैं 20 मिनट्स में खत्म करूंगा खाना एंड आई विल गेट बैक टू वर्क. So it's a convenience. So slowly the world is becoming so fast that people want convenience. You're seeing QCom today, quick commerce working so well, like Blinkit and Zepto. People order anything and it's in your home in 10 minutes. So similarly, cloud kitchen concept is where there were many people who had a very lovely aptitude towards cooking. Maybe they are from the industry or maybe they are just homemakers. So these people don't have the money to go and rent a restaurant or something of that sort. So many start from their home, or they have got a place which is pretty inside, or they would like a low rental place and they would form a kitchen. They want to give you systematic food, but they just want somebody to deliver it. And this is why we see the giants who are like Zomato and Swiggy and Magic Pin doing a very fabulous job.
Great. And before we wrap up, what is that one thing that you want to tell the future Ketans through our show, The Bhola Bhartiy? Like जिनको हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री में करियर बनाना है, और ऑल्सो टू द पेरेंट्स जो अभी भी दुविधा में है, यार मेरा बेटा कुछ बोल रहा है होटल जाएगा, अरे खाना बनाएगा, बट दे डोंट नो व्हाट magic the hospitality industry lies ahead. So what is your advice to the students and also to the parents?
To the students, I'll tell them that yes, initially it is hard work when you start your career. Once you complete your course, it is a hard work. But after that, I'll tell you the advantages and disadvantages. Now, we have seen that many a time people having the disadvantages. I just told you that work-life balance match नहीं करता, night shift करनी पड़ती है, so there's a problem over there. But look at the positive sides of it. It is the most easiest profession if you want to go to a foreign country. Hospitality people are the highest wanted people in the developed world. Many countries who are not calling people are calling today. Today, Luxembourg is calling people to work in the hotel industry.
Wow.
So there are so many opportunities. People can go on ship. I have a student who boasts, I'll tell him how many completed 100 countries. No, sir, 98 countries done, 2 pending to do 100.
98 countries.
Ships पे काम करते हैं.
और होटल मैनेजमेंट का स्टूडेंट.
Yes.
Wow.
There are people who become cabin crew in international airlines. They go to so many countries and they post their pictures from there. Sometimes they are in Italy, sometimes they are in Paris, and just tell me where all they are. And कोई जगह का तो नाम मैंने भी नहीं सुना है, वहाँ से वो लोग पोस्ट करते हैं फोटो, तो पता चलता है अच्छा ये भी एक कंट्री है.
नीचे से आप क्लाउड किचन मैनेज करते, ऊपर से लोग क्लाउड में घूम रहे हैं. So on that note, Ketan ji, thank you so much. Genuinely, it was a pleasure. And on behalf of the entire Bhola Bhartiy team, तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ आपका. That you took out time from your schedule to share more insights about, and whenever we require your guidance, your assistance, please feel free to be available for guiding our viewers. On that note, thank you so much, Ketan ji.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all ours, sir. जैसे कि हमने कहा था कि बहुत कम लोग हैं जो 2 कश्तियों में पैर रखकर ज़िंदगी जीते हैं और सक्सेसफुल हो जाते हैं. बट आपको यार 2 कश्तियों में पैर रखने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. जिधर बैठे हो, जिधर से ये पॉडकास्ट देख रहे हो, उधर ही करो, उधर से ही बैठो, और आपको सिर्फ 3 ही काम करना है. सिंपल सा 3 काम: लाइक, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब टू द भोला भारतीय. टिल द टाइम, we meet next time with yet another super rocking guest. Here's your host and host Satish Sundaresan signing off from the Bhola Bhartiy. तब तक के लिए आज्ञा दीजिए. जय हिंद, वंदे भारत.